here.
Oh, just pants.
Pants, love, pants. Oh my God, the head's out. Oh,
Just
pants.
And then one big push now.
Push, love, push.
I am feeling the push.
Oh, that's it. Oh, you've done it, kid.
You all right, babe? Terrible. Coffee.
Oh, thanks. I didn't sleep so well.
Another bad dream?
Keep seeing my mum's face. Like she was before she died. It's like she's trying to shout something out, you know, but I just don't know what it is.
Hey, come on. You know what your mum wanted.
Yeah, but every time I close my eyes, I don't know. I feel like I'm on my own with all of this. I just don't know how to deal with it.
Look, why don't you go round to the docks, eh? See if they give you some sleeping pills.
Well, that's not going to make it go away, is it? A few pills isn't going to change anything.
Elaine, you did what's best for your mum. Now you've got to hang on to that.
I know.
Look, babe, I don't want to leave you like this, but I've got to go round to Chippy. We're a week late already, and Jackie Dixon will go up her head when she gets back.
You get off. I'll be fine.
Listen, why don't you come round later and see how it's going? We could use another pair of hands with Jimmy being down the Aussie.
Well, yeah, I might do, yeah. See how I feel a bit later, eh?
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah.
Hiya, son. Gave your mum a bit of stick back there, didn't you, eh, kid?
It was worth it, though, wasn't it, sweetheart?
Love, I can't believe I'm a dad again. I mean, you know, all these months waiting round, building up to this, but I never knew it would be so, I don't know, special.
You'll never see anything more beautiful in the whole of your life, Jim.
I know that now, love. And hey, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
What about the cake? Do you think we should have 2 tiers or 3?
3? You must be joking. That'll be enough, won't it?
Oh, that looked dead sad.
Too bad, Rach, because no way are we lashing out on fancy bits of ice than that one. It's just got to go to waste.
Yeah, OK. We can still have the little bride and groom on top, though, can't we?
We can have the old Liverpool footy team on it for all I care. Just as long as you're there.
Handsome little fellow, isn't he, love? Just like his dad, aren't you, cheeky chops?
He's gorgeous. Just like our little Jimmy was.
Not bad for a gravida, what's it, love? Hey? Plus that little skinny one over there to shame.
Jimmy, they'll hear you.
It's a miracle, kid. So you know that? A miracle. All them months floating round inside your belly, and then out he pops, just like that. Dead perfect, hey? As soon as he's done.
Jimmy, I wouldn't call what I've been through just popping out. You gave me more chip than the other 2 put together. Didn't you, son?
I told you it was going to be a lad, didn't I? I said, it's going to be a boy. Told that midwife. As soon as I saw the head sticking out, I said, it's a boy, that.
I heard you, love. Oh, if the Aussie didn't know, I shouldn't wonder.
Look, he's the little tiny fingers on him.
No, I hadn't noticed them, Jim.
They're amazing. Look at those little fingernails. Hey, corky hands, them. Look at that, look at that.
You don't take all the credit.
Oh, love, I wouldn't dream of it. Joint effort this time, wasn't it, eh? From beginning to end.
Michael. All right, Bing. Listen, mate, if you're looking for a quiet 10 minutes in ours, forget it. It's up the wall.
Why, what's going on?
Me our fella, he's flipped. Totally lost it this time.
What on earth?
Right. Do's a coffee, will you? Only need a bit of a sit down.
Are you all right, Mike?
Yeah, no, I'm out of that madhouse. Oh, and if anyone wants me, I'm busy.
Besides a job like his.
At least Jackie works when she's here. Right, so what are we going to do about the cars?
What cars?
For the wedding. Concentrate, Chris. I want to get this sorted.
What's the sort? Bing can bring me and his Cortina and then fetch us both back here after.
Well, how am I supposed to get to the registry office?
Get a cab. Only take 5 minutes from here.
I can't be turning up in a taxi for my own wedding. Aw, and I'd had my heart set on one of them big old Austin princesses.
Look, we've talked about this. I told you we're getting married because we love each other.
Oh, yeah?
Then stop trying to impress your mates with some big flashy do we can't even afford.
I'm not.
This is our day, Rach. We'll do it the way we planned. Quiet and simple.
Yeah, OK.
Look, if we had the money, we could go for a big style. But we haven't, babe. So there is to it.
I'll bet you've got no idea what this means to me, have you, eh? The Moby was me future as well as me past. After all them years slaving away just to line somebody else's pockets, this was me first real chance to be my own boss. All my hopes and dreams went into this. Getting up at the crack of dawn, running myself ragged just so I could build something for the family. And then, when I lost a trading post...
I know how you must feel, Ron.
Oh, really? So you know how it feels to see all them years of hard slog reduced to this, do you?
Of course
To
not,
see everything
but I mean...
you've worked for just smashed to pieces by a bunch of anonymous fat cats and traitors like that bald-headed get Dick Ronson and you.
Hang on a minute, Ron. That's hardly fair.
Yeah, well, all I know is that in the space of 5 weeks, I've seen both my businesses go down the pan, and at least one of them is down to you.
It's called progress, Ron. I saw a genuine business opportunity at the garage, and I took it. You can hardly blame me for that.
Oh, no? Well, who am I supposed to blame, then? When it was you who made sure me and the Moby finished up on the scrap heap.
If you hadn't been so firmly embedded in the 1950s, perhaps you would have seen this coming.
Hey, don't you be telling me how to run a business, sunshine. I've been in this game for years.
Well, perhaps you should have taken a grip far earlier, before things ever reached this stage.
And what's that supposed to mean, like?
What it's supposed to mean is that if you're looking for someone to blame for your current situation, you could do a lot worse than take a long, hard look in the mirror.
Mick, it's a boy, just like I reckon.
Just lock the door easy, me.
£6, 2 ounces, and you want to see him. A proper little corker he is. Oh, cheers, boss. Nice one, thanks. Can't believe it. New babby at my age. I reckon that little fella is going to keep me and our Jackie on our toes for the next few years.
That's great, that, Jimmy. Look, keep an eye on the fat for us, will you? Don't want to get too hot, do we?
Yeah, sure, sound. 400 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what the rep said. Or was it 200? You know something, Mick? It was fantastic. I'm telling you, it was fantastic. I saw him drop inside her. 1 minute, our Jack's belly, it's up here. The next is nearly in her boots. Couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Look, just get the fish going, will you, Jimmy? We should have been home by now. Thought your Linda was coming over.
I was going down the Aussies to see her little brother.
Hey, mate. Oh, look, just tell him a couple of more minutes. Hey, first one through the door gets a free dinner.
Oh, nice one. Sin! It's a boy. £6, 2 ounces. He's a little cracker.
Nice one.
Oh, God, the curry sauce.
Come on, are you letting us in or what?
Patience, patience. Hey, and stop where you are. First one in gets free scran.
Great, it's ruined. Anyone asks for curry sauce and it's off.
Mick, what's up with this?
What now? Nice one, Jimmy. I thought you knew what you were doing.
I do. I just got me Fahrenheit muddled up with me. What's it?
Well, get it sorted before you get the chips on, will you? Because if we don't get this equipment sus pronto, you're going to end up supporting your three on your lad's family allowance. Oh.
Oh, Elaine, I'm glad I've seen you. I just wanted to say that was a wonderful service you arranged for your mother.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Crosby. It was good of you to come.
I'm afraid when you get to my age, funerals appear on the calendar at fairly regular intervals, but I do have to say that Cassie's tribute to your mother was particularly moving. You must both miss her enormously.
Yeah, we do.
She was a very courageous lady.
I know.
And you too, the way you nursed her right through to the end. She was extremely lucky to have such a devoted daughter. Anyway, I suppose it's just as well that you and Mick have got this new business to take your mind off things, eh? You've come over to lend a helping hand, I suppose.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, I can't go over there.
But isn't it the grand opening?
I'm sorry, I've got to get home.
No, I think it's going to take me the rest of my dinner hour to decide what I want.
Yeah, I recommend the fish. Special batter, that, made to our own recipe. Mick doesn't.
No, you're all right, mate. I think I'll just have the snake and pygmy pie and chips.
Yeah, I'll get the pies, mate.
So, how's it going then?
Oh, disaster so far, Sin.
Right, there you go. Look at these. Golden brown and crispy. Won't get better than them within a 10-mile radius of the...
I can't make Edna tell you the equipment.
Put ears on your
Jimmy's
chest.
figured out what the sales rep
I
told
should
him.
know.
That's a bin
My
and all the
wife
stuff before we opened the
presented
door.
me
No,
with a bouncing
actually, mate, I
baby
was
boy.
talking about Union Lane, you know. All right.
Well, at least you got something to take your mind off things, eh?
I wish Elaine had. All she's done since the funeral is mope around the house. She can't get her head around what happened, you know what I mean?
Well, you're gonna have to sort things out together, aren't you? I mean, it's what Gladys wanted.
Right, Mr. Sweeney. Our first customer, eh, Mick? There you go. One free steak and kidney pie with chips, brought to you by Manor Park's very own Chips with Everything.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy, I'm ready for these, mate.
Hey, you make sure that you get all you need to get down here pronto. Sample our large and varied menu, because I'm telling you, once the word gets out, they're going to be queuing outside that door. Right, who's next?
That is all we need, isn't it? Another corkill.
Lowering the tone, you mean?
Yeah. Look, about the other day, mate.
I know. And I'm sorry. I was really stupid going for Mike like that.
Can't say I blame you, mate. Think I'd have done the same if my missus had been playing away. Well, you know what I mean, don't you?
Quite.
So, have you, had yourself checked out?
Yeah, I'm just heading back to the clinic now. Follow-up visit.
Look, Al, for what it's worth, nobody round here is going to find out anything about this from me.
Thanks, Ron.
So if I were you, I'd warn your belt to keep a cop shut on.
That could prove rather difficult under the circumstances.
Oh, yeah?
Look, I know this is going to spread like wildfire, but Belle and I are currently, how should I put this, incommunicado.
How do you mean?
We've split up, Ron. This time for good.
Well, I'll say one thing for you, Simpsons. You don't do things by half.
Apparently not. So as far as I'm concerned, the bigger the physical distance between my wife and myself, the better.
Yeah. It's great running a place like this. You get to meet all kinds of interesting people, you know. Excuse me a minute, business calls. Rachel! How many more times? No personal calls on that phone.
You what?
That phone is for official business only. You gotta keep on top of your staff or they'll walk all over you, you know.
Just ignore him, Rachel. He's only shown off because you left his mum.
Oh, she's old enough to be his mother.
Seems like them well done nowadays.
Christian, drinks over here, please, mate.
The Lord and Master calls. Take that coffee over to Mr. Crosby for us. Right, what can I get you, Mike?
Right, I think we'll try one of our special cocktails, eh? Make the afternoon go with a bang.
There you are, Mr. Crosby. Hope you enjoyed your meal.
Yes, it hit the spot perfectly, thank you, my dear. But what about you? How are your wedding arrangements going on?
Oh, there's not much to arrange, really. You know, there's having a small wedding.
Even so, these things have to be done with a certain degree of precision, you know.
Not this one. It's more of a case of when the money runs out, that's it.
Surely you're having a few of the trimmings, aren't you? Cars, photos, and flowers, etc.
Not really. It cost a fortune, and me and Christian are saving up for a house.
Oh, I see.
And I would have loved a big white wedding. But I just didn't realise how expensive it'd be. And your dad's meant to do all that for you, innit? Oh, I don't mind, though. As long as me and Christian got each other, I suppose nothing else really matters. We might as well just keep it quiet and simple, eh?
There you go, mate. Thanks, top. Next.
Curry and chips, I think.
Curry's off.
It can't be off already. You've only just opened up.
Just a couple of teething problems, Ron.
OK, then, I'll have a pie, if it's not too much trouble.
Yeah, no sweat. What do you want? There's meat and potatoes, steak and kidney, beef and onion.
Steak and kidney, please.
Good choice, that one. These pies, sin, top screen, or what?
Yeah, sound, Jimmy.
You've come back for seconds, have you?
No, I just wanted to have a word with me.
Oh, right. Hey, boss, have you got a minute? Customer here wants a quick word.
All right, sir.
It's just about this.
What is it?
Hey, aye. You can't be bringing that back just because you changed your mind. You got that for nothing, you know.
No, it's still frozen in the middle, mate.
What?
Oh, nice one, Mick. Eat coal iron chips, eh?
Keep your voice down, man. Look, I'm sorry, son. I'll get you another one, eh?
No, you're all right, mate. I think I've gone off the idea anyway.
Oh, very impressive, I must say, Mick. Yes. Very high tech.
Mind you, with all this fancy gear, you'd think they'd be able to heat a pie properly, wouldn't you?
Just a few teething problems, Bing.
No, I wouldn't worry. I had no end of problems when we first opened the petrol station. Now look at me.
Do I have to? It's enough to put me off my chips.
Actually, I've just been informed that I'm the winner of the much-coveted Golden Pump Award for the Franchisee of the Month.
The Golden Pump? What have you got to do to get one of them, Bing?
Sounds like one for Maxi Farnham, that.
I happen to be the most successful franchisee in the Northwest.
120, please, Ron.
Can't you rub it in a bit more, like?
Hang on, Ron.
No, you hang on. You've robbed me of my pride, my dignity, everything that I've grafted for the last 10 years. And now you're coming here expecting a round of applause just because you won some bloody Golden Pump Award? Well, forgive me if I don't crack open the champagne.
I've come for my test results. Is there somewhere a little more private I could wait?
Sorry. Ollie.
Great. That's all I need.
Don't worry, I'll sit as far away from you as possible.
I think it's a little bit late for that.
I was going to ring you and give you my address in me.
Yeah, we'll give you a number. I'll pass it on to Dan.
How is he?
Fine, under the circumstances.
I'm really missing him.
Well, I suppose we should sort out some sort of access arrangement for you.
Sorry?
Well, he's your son, too. It's only right you should spend some time together.
Well, Dan will be coming to live with me just as soon as I get sorted with a place of my own.
I don't think so, Belle. As I recall, you were the one who walked out on him.
Michael, that you, son? Hey, I've just been round in Mick Jono's new chippy. You want to see the state him in Corkala?
Who's this, son?
Dad, this is June. This is my dad.
Hello.
A word, please, Michael. Excuse us, love. June? She's more like flaming December. Are you off your head or what? Haven't you learned anything down that clap clinic?
That is all sorted. I've got the all clear.
Oh, thanks a bunch. Listen, Michael, this is my house, and I'm not having you turning it into a knocking shop.
Well, you've never said anything before about me bringing girlfriends back, have you?
No, but that was in the good old days when I didn't have to sterilise the toilet seat every time I needed to sit down.
Oh, don't be stupid.
Look, if you want to carry on living here, you stick by my rules. And that means no more women.
Then there's your Uncle Billy and your Auntie Sheila in Basingstoke. And they're going to be made up to see you and all, you know. But you know something? I reckon you have got to be the luckiest little fella in the world. Because no other babby has got a mum and dad who loves you as much as we do.
You're right there.
I love. Didn't want to disturb you.
You didn't, soft lad.
Yes. Look at him. I reckon he's grown since this morning.
Oh, yeah. That'll be all the milk he guzzled, won't it, son? Yeah. I'll have to change it now, won't I? Yeah.
Too late, love. I've done that. Your dad's made you nice and clean, hasn't he, son? Hmm?
If this is the new you, Jimmy, I've got to tell you, I'm made up.
It's changed me, Jack. Seeing him coming out of you like that. Watching the midwife cut the cord. I mean, I don't want to take away from our Lindsay, you know, what I feel for her. Or our little Jimmy. And I know I've got loads of making up to do for all the years I wasted when they were growing up, but... Well, this little fella's special. I swear to you, love. Even if I have to work all the hours that God sends, our son's gonna want for nothing.
This is ridiculous. He's my son.
He's mine too,
And of
Belle.
course he'll live with me.
If he's so precious all of a sudden, how come you just abandoned him?
I did not abandon him. In case you've forgotten, it was you I left.
How the hell
And
did I
an
forget
impossible
something like that?
situation. And of course he's precious to me. He's effectively the only child I've got left.
Have you heard yourself? This is all about you, isn't it? What you want, what you're going to do.
I want what's best for my son.
Then leave him at home with me in a stable, loving environment.
No way. He belongs with his mother.
He belongs with someone who cares more about him than their own selfish, twisted needs.
That is so unfair. You know how much I love Daniel.
Then leave him alone. He's had enough upset the past few months.
This is one you will not win, Ollie. He's my son, and if I have to drag you through every court in the land, this is one battle I will win.
Evening, Ron. Look, I was wondering if, just for this evening at least, we could, bury the hatchet.
Certainly, Bing. Where would you like it? Right shoulder blade or left?
I can see I'm wasting my time.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Bing. You see, I've been sitting here thinking about what you were saying this morning.
Really?
Yeah, and you were right, you know. It is about time that I took control of my life again.
Oh, well, I'm glad our little chat had the desired effect.
Oh, you can say that again. You can say that again. You see, it's made me realise that you have taken me for a mug long enough. So, how's that for a bit of decisive thinking?
I'm sorry, Ron, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Oh, it's quite simple, Bing. You see, you can take your golden pump and the rest of your gear and get the hell out of my house for good. Right?
Brookside the Men is available on video in most video outlets or by telephoning 0990 526 526.
So when did Mum give you this then?
Yesterday.
Well, why didn't you tell me you were meeting her?
I didn't know. She was in town. Just bumped into each other. Now, come on down. We're late for school.
It's only PE first lesson.
Come on, move it.
So will Mum be living in for me for good then?
Don't know. I presume so.
Can I see her?
Yes. Yes, of course you can. I'll sort something out this weekend. Look, Dan, there's something you ought to know. Your mother and I aren't in total agreement about the best place for you to live.
You're not going to start arguing about me now, are you?
No, of course not.
Because I don't want to be one of those kids whose parents use them as some sort of weapon.
That's not going to happen, I promise you.
So where am I going to live then?
Well, I've already told your mother that I don't want you to suffer any more disruption than you already have.
So what does that mean?
It means you're going to stay exactly where you are. Here with me.
I still don't understand how you ended up in this thing.
Well, I came round immediately after Ron's little outburst last night, but the bungalow was all locked up.
Yeah, I had a gig in Manchester.
Ah, well, I didn't think it was quite appropriate for me to just barge in here without consulting Jacqueline or yourself, so I dragged this lot out of the garage, decided to brave the elements and put my old army training into use.
Look, it didn't rain, Mr. Crosby.
Indeed, indeed. And I'll tell you something, Katie. There's absolutely nothing like a night under canvas to put the whole world into perspective.
So, where are you going to go?
Well, obviously,
You know,
I
there's
shall
some
be-
nice flats by the park, you know, sheltered housing they are.
What? I don't think I'm quite ready for sheltered housing yet, thank you very much. Particularly when I already own a property.
But me and Jackie live here.
I'm sure the three of us will get along famously. A few adjustments here or there. No problem.
Hi, Cass, come on.
I am Mick.
It's good to see you, Cass.
It's only laying in.
Yeah. Lane, your Cassie's here.
How's she been since the funeral?
All right. Bit down, you know.
Had to come round before, but I thought we needed a little time on our own.
Yeah, it's probably just as well, because your Elaine's not been sleeping too good.
Hello, Cass. Hi, sis. Thought you might like a hand sorting my mum's stuff out. Oh, I don't know whether I'm up to that yet, Cass. I'm gonna have to do it sooner or later.
Look, I could stop and give you a lift if that would help you.
You've got enough on your plate with Brookside and the Chippy. Oh, yeah, how did the grand opening go?
Not as grand as I hoped. It's going to take us a while to get used to all that new equipment we bought.
Oh, had a few disasters, eh?
You could say that.
Hey, remind me to go the Chippy round the corner on my way home.
Right, well, I better be going now. You sure you're going to be okay? See you later.
There we are. That's 60, 80, £9. Thank you. Do call again.
Hi, Bing. Pump number 2, please. Little birdie tells me you've changed your digs.
Yes, it's £18.40 in there.
That's a good thing Rachel's moving out then if you're moving back in.
Yes, quite.
I suppose you've seen her lately.
Well, as a matter of fact, I saw her yesterday. I'm a bit concerned about her.
Where'd you keep your big rolls, Dave?
Just down here, Julia, on the left. Here they are.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
As far as I can gather, they're having financial problems.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe me and you could get together and have a...
£12 exactly, thank you, sir. Do call again. Yes, my thoughts exactly. But I'm a bit tied up here at the till at the moment. Young Tim called in sick. Tracy's not coming until later.
Can I just pay for these, please, Mr. Crosby? Do you mind sending it?
No, go on.
Yes, of course, that's £4, my dear.
Look, I'll leave you to it. I'll catch you later. See ya.
Cheers, see ya.
Thank you. Oh, Lindsay, I'm expecting a rather special guest this afternoon, and the place needs a bit of a clean. I don't suppose you could spare a couple of hours, could you? I'd pay you, of course.
I'm sorry, Mr. Crosby. I've got to get back to Chippy. I just wanted to get these flowers for me mum, you know, before the best ones went.
A new little brother for you, love.
No. It seems dead weird, you know, with him being younger than my Kylie. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Are you all right, Dave?
Not really, Julia. There's a very prestigious event going on here this afternoon, and I'm stranded at the till with no staff. And the place needs a damn good clean.
So you're wondering if I'd come to your rescue, eh, Dave?
Oh, that would be absolutely terrific if you could.
Oh, well, shift over, love. I'll come round then and give you a hand.
Oh, darling, I might be late tonight. The restaurant, it's fully booked this evening.
Oh, not too late, I hope. Oh, look! It's Jackie and Jimmy with the new baby. Oh, I'm dying to see him.
Do you think we should?
But we can't ignore him forever. Come on.
Look, you don't want him catching a cold.
Jimmy, you're becoming out in a rash the way you've got him bundled up. Oh, hi.
Congratulations. Oh, cheers, Max. Nice one.
We just came over for a little peek, if that's all right. Yeah. You'll be wondering where he is, you know. Would you like to tell him? Oh, can I?
Jackie, James.
Here, yes, you can.
Mind you don't drop 'em, love.
Jimmy, would you go and put the kettle on, please?
No, I better be getting back to work anyway, so...
Catch you later.
Thanks for coming out. I've forgotten how tiny they are.
Right.
Hi. Is it?
Hi. Hi. I suppose I should take a bottle of wine over later.
Yeah, I just hope having a baby around doesn't upset Susanna too much.
Well, perhaps she'll have one of her own before too long.
Only from want of trying.
Don't knock it, Max. At least you and Susanna are still talking.
Things no better between you and Belle?
Worse.
Does Dan know what's going on?
Well, up to a point. That's why I've come home early. I want to fill him in on how far things have gone as soon as he gets home from school.
And how far's that?
Well, I've decided to start divorce proceedings. Looks like the battle over Daniel's about to start.
I'm gonna have to get this stuff back to the hospital sometime, you know.
Yeah. I suppose. I don't know if I can bear to get rid of all these.
There's no point holding on to them, sis.
She looked lovely in this, didn't she? It just doesn't seem right chucking the whole lot out.
I thought we could take them down to Sally Army. I want to do this another time.
I can't take it all in. I keep listening out for her just in case she needs anything.
I know. I picked up the phone to phone her twice since she went.
I don't know, Cass. I suppose I should be helping Mick down at the chippy, you know, so he can get back to work for Jackie Dixon. I just can't seem to pull myself together.
I lay in bed last night thinking of how she used to go on at us. When we were feeling sorry for ourselves, remember? You'd think we committed a mortal sin. She was never one for giving in, was she? She had so much energy and determination.
Oh, I wish I had some of that now.
Me too. Oh, she'd hate to see us moping around like this. Oh, I'm gonna have to drag myself back to the land of the living and sort out a job before I go under completely. Why don't you go back to work and all? Oh, like you said, Mick's gonna need some help.
I don't know if I can. Not yet.
Oh, come on. You've got a real chance at this new business, yeah? Don't waste it. Do it for me, Mum. Oh, she'd be made up to know that she helped give you and Mick a chance to get back on your feet.
Right, that's £2.25, please. Ta.
Them fish will be ready soon, Linz. Thanks a lot. See you later.
Oh, say, look at the state of this place. No dead posh, isn't it? Oh, have you won on the lottery or what, love?
Not quite.
So, what can I get you, Julia?
I want something for Dave's dinner. He's got a very important visitor coming this afternoon.
Right, lady friend, is it?
No, he's won some very special award at the petrol station.
Oh, yeah, he was telling us about that yesterday.
So I want to make sure he's got a square meal inside him before he dashes off to get changed and that. I mean, so you can't expect a man in this position to make do with one of them pop doodle things now, can you?
You won't find a better selection than in here, Julia.
Right, how about scampi and chips then?
Oh, no, love, I don't think he'd want any of that fancy stuff. Oh, just give us fish and chips, eh?
One fish and chips coming up.
Give him plenty, will you, please, love, because he's been run off his feet all morning.
Oh, Mick. Look, it's too hot again.
Oh, I don't believe it. I told him the fish should be done at 350 degrees and he swore blind it was 450.
Well, I tell you what, love, I'll come back another time when you know what you're doing, eh, love?
Okay, get out of it, will you? Fair enough, get that down your neck. Gotta build your strength up, haven't we?
Thanks, Dr. Spur.
Be even better once we get our little Frankie into a proper routine.
What do you mean, little Frankie?
Well, we can't go on calling him Little Corkill forevermore.
And I'm not landing him with a name like Frankie for the rest of his life.
But why not? It's a good Corkill name, and it goes back generations.
So do Albie and Wilfie, according to you.
Love, I thought I was picking the name if it was a boy.
Says who?
When you were coming up with all those fancy French girls' names, I was picking the name for the boy.
Yes, well, we didn't have a girl, did we?
I know, but...
But nothing, Jimmy. He's my son-in-law, you know.
I know that, love.
Yeah, and I want to say in what we call him.
Sorry I'm late, but I've been helping out at the garage.
Oh, don't worry, I just got in myself.
Oh, been somewhere nice, have you?
Well, I just popped down to the chemist.
Doing your nails, are you?
Not exactly, Julia.
What is it then?
Well, actually, it's for testing your urine.
Ooh.
Don't worry, Julia, I haven't used it yet.
Is it something to do with what happened to you in the crash?
Well, sort of. Max and I have decided to have another baby.
Oh, look! Oh, that's the best news I've had in ages.
Well, it's early days yet, but hopefully this little lot will tell us exactly the right time to try.
God bless us and save us. Isn't this technology stuff wonderful, eh?
Oh, I hope so, Julia. Because after holding Jackie Corkill's new baby this morning, I don't think I can wait much longer for a child of my own.
Oh.
Hey, Katie. I was wondering where you were.
Actually, it's me.
Who?
Me, David Crosby.
Oh, my God, Mr. Crosby. What are you doing here?
I'm terribly sorry about this, Jacqueline, but I didn't think you were due back until Friday.
What's that got to do with anything? You can't just swan round here whenever you feel like it. We do have rights, you know.
I know you do.
I mean, I know you own the place, but this is our home.
Well, as a matter of fact, it's my home now, too.
You are?
Well, the thing is that I'm afraid I had a slight altercation with your father, and as of today, I'm moving back in.
It's Monday.
Hi. Hi. Were you doing here?
I missed you.
Me too.
I thought we might go out to tea, spend some time together.
Well, does Dad know you're picking me up?
Yeah, of course he does. I rang him this morning.
And he doesn't mind?
Why on earth should he mind? He's fine about us spending time together. Jump in.
Okay. As long as he knows where I am.
I phoned you ages ago.
I can't just leave the restaurant whenever I like. I've got a business to run.
Well, don't forget whose restaurant it is, and this is important.
Yeah, and so is earning a living.
I thought you wanted this baby as much as I do.
Darling, I do, but I just can't rush home and leap into bed with you every time a chart says you're fertile.
But now's the best possible time.
Yeah, for you, maybe.
So we have to make the most of it while the time is right. Come on.
Anything else I can do for you, love, before I go?
No, that's lovely, Julia. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I've turned the bed back for you, lovey. Now you pop under that duvet and let Mrs. Farnham see to you now.
You told her why I came home.
Bye, Julia.
Hello.
No, of course not, silly. I told her you had a bad back and you needed to rest.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I didn't know you were in here.
I was just looking at my nan's rings and that.
Just come to move these out the way.
Just leave these in the garage for now.
Yeah, might as well.
You're not going to get rid of my nan's clothes and that and all, are you?
Gonna have to soon, Tam.
But why do my nan's things?
Well, you know what your nan's like. She'd want to pass things on, you know. Let someone else have the benefit of them.
Yeah, I suppose. Mum? Can I ask you something?
What's up, love?
Because I'm moving here, it's just I feel like I'm still dead close to me nan.
Yeah, of course you can. Oh, look. It's your nan's mum's engagement ring. I reckon she'd want you to have that as well.
Oh, Mum.
she loved that ring, Tim.
I'll look after it, I promise. I'll never let it out my sight.
We're going to have to keep Cracker in the garden, you know, when the baby's around.
Yeah, love, whatever. Listen, what you reckon to Kenny?
Kenny?
My lad, how are you? After my uncle, like, you know.
The one who got 15 years for armed robbery?
Hey, he's a nice fella, Kenny.
Taught you all you know, did he?
You slagging my family.
No, I'm not, Jimmy. I just want something, you know, just something, I don't know, noble.
You're not thinking of one of them poncy French names again, are you?
At least it'd be different.
Oh, well, yeah. Maurice Chevalier Corkle. I don't think so, love. What he needs is a name to inspire him, but one that's got a little bit of, I don't know, family history and all.
Well, that's expecting a bit much, isn't it? Finding someone in your family who did great things.
No, there's... Well, there's our Billy. He's done all right.
William?
You what?
Billy short for William, soft lad.
Hey, hang about. No. Not having my kid called after some poncy royal, thank you very much.
Oh.
No. Billy is a good, honest name.
All right, Jimmy. Well, we'll just have to agree to differ then.
Love, we can't call him the kid with no name.
Well, think of something sensible then.
Aye.
You look as if you're really enjoying that. Isn't your father feeding you properly?
Yeah, of course he is.
Well, I hope he's not making you do all the shopping and cooking now that I'm not there to do it.
No, he doesn't.
He won't even let me cook tomorrow night when he's in Manchester.
Well, what's he doing over there?
He's gone to a book fair.
And I suppose he'll be home late and you'll be left on your own.
It won't be for long.
Well, it shouldn't be happening at all, Daniel. The sooner you come to live with me, the better.
You go to work as well. And sometimes I'd be left on my own, even if I lived with you.
Of course you wouldn't. If I was going to be out, I'd make proper arrangements, unlike your father.
I couldn't leave Dad on his own.
And you can't be with both of us, I suppose.
Well, I don't know why not. You could just come back home.
It wouldn't work, darling.
Why not? You and Dad could share the house, couldn't you?
Look, believe me, if I thought that would make you happy, I'd be glad to, but your father's made it quite clear he just doesn't want me there.
Why can't you just try?
Look, I know how hard this must be for you, but your father's put us both in an impossible situation. That's why I want you to come back to form me. I want you with me, Daniel, where you belong.
I'm really sorry, Susanna.
It's all right, Max. It doesn't matter.
Maybe I felt just a little bit under pressure and, you know, having to perform on demand. Oh, darling, come on. Not such a disaster, is it?
I want a baby, Max. See Jackie Corkill's little boy, holding him. I want a child of my own.
No, and you will have one, I promise.
We haven't got off to a very good start, have we?
No. I think we should stop trying too hard and just relax into it a little bit. I think we should forget about all these charts and kits and just let things happen naturally, eh?
There you are, Sinbad. They think we're the best in the Northwest.
So, how many of them have you got to get before you actually get a set of tumblers?
Do I, by any chance, detect the green-eyed monster rearing its ugly head?
Well, Bing, yeah, you probably do. Actually.
Well, it probably looks to you like a bit of a throwback to my Boy Scout days, but the fact of the matter, old son, is that, increased sales means increased profits.
Well, there you go.
And after our little chat this morning, I thought I'd have to put some of them towards Rachel's wedding fund.
Well, actually, I was wondering if you didn't fancy clubbing together and getting them something special.
Apart from the usual towels and toasters and things.
Yeah, well, you know, they've been working the socks off to pay for everything, and I just thought, well, they deserve to get away for a bit after the wedding.
A proper honeymoon, you mean?
Yeah, they deserve a week in the sun.
I think that's a splendid idea.
And her mum's not flush, so I think it's down to me and you to look out for her.
Absolutely. Well done.
Look, Jackie, I know I went past your deadline, but it's been a really tough week. You know, with Elaine's mum going on the Wednesday and that.
Yeah, I know all that, and I'm really sorry for the both of yous, but you should have let me know what was going on.
Well, I told you, Mike.
Oh, Mike doesn't run things, I do.
I know that, but you weren't around.
So let me get this straight. As well as being late opening this place up, you've already had a week's compassionate leave from Brookside.
There was loads to see to, you know, Jackie. I mean, with the funeral and everything.
It was only on Friday.
And Elaine's been in a right state.
Mick, you're giving us a hand in here, or what?
All right, Jackie.
Boss, they're queuing up. I need more batter for the what's-its.
I said all right.
Look, I know how your Elaine must be feeling, Mick, but if you've managed to open this place up, well, isn't it about time you came back to work?
Yeah. As soon as Elaine's up to it, she's going to be back in here.
So I get me chef back in Brookside.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but it'd be wonderful, Dan. All your old friends will be there, Philip and Jonathan, and your old school. Everything you ever loved is still there for you.
So, Dad?
You would remember how happy you were when we lived there before.
It won't be the same now.
But at least we'd be together. We wouldn't have to put up with your father and his moods all the time.
What do you mean?
Look, I didn't want to have to say this to you, but I've seen how your father's changed over the last few months.
Like how?
Well, like the way he was with your brother and sister before they left. He didn't even say goodbye to them.
Well, he was upset.
Yeah, well, we all were upset, but no matter what they've done, you know, they're still his children. I just couldn't believe how cold and heartless he was, and I'd hate to see him treat you like that as well.
He wouldn't do that.
Well, that's what Nat and Georgia thought right up until the moment they left. Now they've gone, he's treating me the same way.
He's just upset about everything that's happened.
Well, I hope you're right, Dan. Because I just don't want to see you suffer any more than you have done already. Come to Formby, Dan. Please. I just want to make this whole nasty business as painless as possible for you.
Coming up next, the price of success was a high one for America's first female news anchor. Almost Golden is our film premiere here on 4.
Stay close to 4 for Brookside.
Have you got your front door keys?
Yep. What time will you be back from the book fair?
Pretty late, I should think, especially if the traffic's bad on the motorway. Now, you sure you'll be all right on your own?
Yeah, I've got this history assignment to finish. It's got to be in for Monday.
Okay, well, why don't you get yourself some chips or something on the way home, and then I'll cook us a meal when I come in.
Well, why don't I make the dinner?
No thanks, Dan. I don't want your mother saying that I can't cope.
Well, I've got to learn sometime.
Okay, well, what if I pass on some of my culinary skills at the weekend?
Well, I thought I was going to see Mum.
Well, she hasn't been in touch to fix anything up. Did she, say anything to you about it the other night?
Well, no, not really.
Yeah, well, I'm not having you going anywhere without proper arrangements this time. So if she wants to see you, she rings me first. And if she turns up at school and wants to take you out, you tell her from me the answer's no. Okay? Yeah. All right, I'll see you later.
Jack, have you seen my razors?
No, sorry.
Only I bought a new pack last week and they disappeared out the bathroom cabinet.
Well, he must have run off with the knives because they've gone missing and all.
It's not in here either.
Katie.
If you're looking for the knives, I put them up there, out of reach.
I've put them up there.
For obvious reasons.
I'm not completely blind, you know, and my hearing's perfect.
I appreciate that, Jacqueline. It was just an exercise in damage limitation, that's all.
Oh, so am I supposed to spread me butter then, with a flaming fork?
No, of course. Just a minute. There's, I think there is a little butter knife in here that we could leave out for you.
No, you can leave them all out and stop treating me like a two-year-old. Oh, nice one, thanks a lot. I'll give you a hand with that, Jack.
Jacqueline, look, Katie and I'll sort that out. Why don't you just come and have a little sit down?
Look, will you just stop fussing?
Sorry, I was only trying to help.
Well, don't. I can manage on my own, thanks. And you can stop going round hiding things from me like I'm some soft kid.
I'm sorry, Jacqueline.
I'm going for a shower.
Do you want me to do some more toast?
Yeah, please, Katie. I should be dressed and ready by the time Bing's cut me crust off.
Hey, you sure you're up for this, babe? You look knackered.
I haven't got much choice, have I? Seems Jackie Dixon wants her chef back.
Oh, I could ask Lindsay if she minds doing a double shift.
Nah, I've got to get back to work sometime, haven't I? Can't sit round here forever feeling sorry for myself.
At least the nightmares have stopped, eh?
And anyway, if I'm busy, it might help keep my mind off me mum.
You better go, eh?
Telephone kiosk to your left now.
Yeah, I can see that, thanks.
Good. Now, right hand down a bit. That's it, a bit more. All these tables and chairs all over the pavement. It's a damn disgrace, people in your situation having to manoeuvre around obstacles like this.
Hey, I own this lot in case you've forgotten. And while we're at it, I was manoeuvring just fine.
I think we can manage now, Mr. Crosby, thank you.
Oh, jolly good, jolly good.
Cassie. Hi. How are you?
How you know?
I'm sorry I didn't come to the funeral. Well, I just couldn't face it. It was too soon after Matthew and Emily.
Oh, it's all right. Don't have to explain.
Are you going to the cemetery?
Oh, no, they're for Jackie Corkill. Just going round to see the new arrival. Have you seen him yet?
Yes, oh, he's absolutely gorgeous. £6, 2 ounces. He'll take your mind off things.
Yeah, I could use that. It's really hard trying to keep a brave face on things all the time.
Julia said how wonderful you all were. Nursing your mum right to the end like that. It must have been so difficult for you.
Yeah, it was. It was awful watching her in so much pain.
Pain? Well, I thought the doctor would have dealt with that.
It was useless. He never could get it right on the dosage of morphine for me mum.
But didn't you have people like the Macmillan nurses caring for her?
No.
But why ever not?
Well, my mum had this thing about hospitals, and she made me and Elaine promise that we'd take care of her at home.
That's exactly what the Marie Curie, Macmillan, Crossroad nurses are trained to do, care for people in their own home. It would have been an enormous support.
Yeah, I know. I wanted my mum to get extra help, but she didn't want anyone to see her like that. She just wanted to end her days at home being cared for by her family.
Oh, yes, I can understand that.
You know, as bad as it was, watching her suffer like that. Well, at the end of the day, at least we did what my mum wanted. And that's what really mattered. Anyway, I've got to get off. I'll see you there.
Bye.
Cheers. Oh, I love your hair, Jack. Looks really nice, doesn't it, Chris?
Yeah, sound.
Cheers. It feels there's weird getting your hair cut when you can't see it. You could be doing anything.
Oh, you're just paranoid, you.
Anyway, never mind me hair. What's all Michael been up to while I've been at my mum's age?
Well, how do you mean?
Well, he's left me office in the right state.
There's a load of delivery notes not being dealt with by the looks of it. Oh, I don't think he's used to doing paperwork.
He was more used to the social side.
Yeah, I bet he was. Sitting round on his backside's all Mike's speciality. And I suppose the kitchen's in a mess and all with Mick skiving off last week.
Yeah, well, I'm back now, aren't I?
Now, please, Mick, honest.
Oh, he's had a really bad time with it lately.
Yeah, well, so have I. And I still am having, but I try not to let it affect me work.
Oh, come on, Jack. Once you've had the operation, everything will be fine.
I hope so. I hate everyone thinking I need to be treated like some soft kid.
Oh, poor Jackie, she's on a right downer.
We're stuck here with her all weekend, aren't we, Mick?
Doing some special, Rach?
Gonna go down and see my mum. She's going to some women's conference in Australia on Wednesday with our Ruth.
She's deserting me, aren't you, babe?
No, don't worry, Chris. I'm sure Jack will keep you busy.
You ain't going, Rach.
Oh, don't. You make me feel dead guilty.
Good, because I'm just going to mope round all weekend thinking about you.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna miss you and Ollie now.
So I can't go with you.
Because you're working. And anyway, you'd be bored to tears. All me and Mum are going to be doing is talking about weddings.
My favourite subject.
Yeah, well, in a couple of weeks, we won't just be talking about it, will we?
Too right we won't. And once you're the new missus, right, I'm never going to let you out of my sight.
Hi, Mr. Crosby.
Rachel, hello. Franchisee of the month at your service. No disasters I can help you out with, I trust.
Don't think so. Oh, not unless she could sort Jackie out. She's been a bit wound up since she got back from her mum's.
Oh, yes, yes. I'm afraid I quite unwittingly made her rather angry this morning. I think the only thing we can do there is to be very patient with her, Rachel. It must be awfully trying losing her sight like that.
Oh, no. Thanks, Mr. Crosby.
And she has given the weekend off to go to Bristol. Thought I'd treat my mum and our Ruth.
Oh, very nice. So, weekend of wedding talk, is it?
Yeah, I don't think Christine's too pleased about being left working, but someone's got to pay for it all.
As a matter of fact, Rachel, I wanted to have a word with you about that.
What, the wedding?
I was thinking more about after the event, actually.
We might just about manage a day out to Southport if we're lucky.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Why?
Well, Sinbad and I put our heads together, and we've decided, as our wedding gift to you, to treat you to a proper honeymoon.
Are you serious? Well, have you arranged it all or what?
Oh, no. I'll leave that to you and Christian.
You mean we can even choose where we want to go and all?
Well, providing you don't pick somewhere too outlandish, of course.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Crosby. That is brilliant.
So, I take it you approve.
Oh, you couldn't have given us anything better, thank you.
Well, you two decide where you want to go, and Sinbad and I'll arrange the payment.
Do you mind if I don't tell Christian just yet? I'd like it to be a complete surprise for him.
Of course. It's entirely up to you.
He's not going to be able to believe it. He's going to be thrilled to bits, just like me.
Really pleased when I saw the car. I was wondering when I'd see you again.
I'll put the kettle on. I'm going to have a good old natter before Daniel gets back.
So what time's he due?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I thought I'd surprise him.
Oh, he's not expecting you.
Well, Ollie's gone to Manchester. He won't be back for hours. I'm not having Daniel left stuck here on his own.
Oh, poor boy must be so upset at what's happening.
Well, which is why he needs some sort of stability back in his life. Not that Ollie's bothered. I've seen the way he cares about his children by the way he treated Nat and Georgia before they left.
I'd have forgiven Matthew and Emily anything if it meant I could still have them with me now.
I just wish Ollie saw it that way. All I can do, really, is make sure Daniel doesn't suffer any more than he already has.
You must miss him terribly.
Especially with Nat and Georgia gone. I feel as if he's the only child I have. I'm determined not to lose him as well.
Well, and you think that could happen?
Well, if I know Ollie's not going to give up Daniel without an almighty fight...
And there's no way you and Ollie could sort this out?
Well, months ago, maybe, but we're way past that stage now.
Oh, it seems such a terrible waste. Everything the two of you have built together through the years.
Yeah, well, according to Ollie, we've been so busy congratulating ourselves on what we thought we'd achieved that by the time the crunch came, we just got no energy left to deal with it.
You and Mike Dixon, you mean?
Our marriage was in a mess long before Mike Dixon came on the scene.
So how does all this leave you concerning Daniel?
As determined as Ollie is. I don't care what lengths I have to go to. No way is that man going to take my son away from me.
Hello again.
Hiya.
So, how's the new baby?
Oh, Mr. C, I had a brilliant time. I fed him, I changed him, I played with him the weeks.
I think you may have missed your vocation, young lady.
No way. The great thing about being a surrogate aunt, when they go and get stuff, you can give them back and disappear. Little fella was screaming his head off when I left.
Really? Sounds like Jackie's got her hands full then.
Yeah, and she loves every minute of it.
I imagine that means she won't be back to work in the foreseeable future.
Oh, that reminds me. I better get off and scour the echo if I'm ever going to clock on again.
Cassie, just a minute. It occurs to me that you and I might be able to help each other out in this respect.
How do you mean?
Well, I've obviously got to replace Jackie. You're seeking gainful employment, so...
You're offering me a job?
Yes, I suppose I am, but I appreciate you'll need time to consider it.
I do, actually. It's a big decision. Of course I'll take it. When do I start? Oh, Mr. C.
Believe me, Belle, I know what you're going through. The worst thing Max ever did was to take Matthew and Emily away from me when we moved to the States.
Yeah, I can't believe he went to those lengths to get his children back.
Well, I thought he was trying to get his own back on me for going to America with Andrew. I never realised how much he missed them. Oh, how empty everything seems. Until now. That's why I want this baby so badly.
Well, give it time. You know, it will happen.
Yes, I know. I just never thought it would take this long to conceive. Certainly didn't with Matthew and Emily.
But your body's been through a tremendous shock over the last few months. You have to give everything time to settle down.
Oh, yes, that's what Max says.
And he's right. Pamper yourself. Take it easy.
I've been doing that for weeks, Belle, and I'm still not pregnant.
I know how much you want this baby. For exactly the same reasons as Ollie and I are fighting over Daniel.
Your children are everything to you. The whole world. And when you lose them, nothing seems to matter. Oh, I miss them so much.
I know you do.
Which is why I need this baby. If I have to track down every pill, kit and vitamin on the market, I swear I am going to get pregnant.
Come in.
Have you got a minute, Jack?
You don't have to knock, you know. It's not MI5 or anything.
Yeah, I know. It's just I thought...
You thought you'd be careful with the mood this one's been in since you got back.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, look, I wasn't having a go at you, you know.
Good, because I was going to ask you a favour.
Should have kept me gobshus, eh?
I was wondering if I could come in my break and use a computer.
Ooh, could be a letter of resignation coming up here, Jack.
Get lost. I just want to type up my wedding invitations.
Yeah, no probs. I'll get that printer we used for the last promo to give you a bit of discount on them if you want.
No, it's okay, thanks.
The stuff's brilliant, you know.
Yeah, I know, but we don't really want anything fancy. Just a letter will do.
Oh, no, you've got to have proper cards. They look great.
Yeah, but so will the size of the bill. We're trying to keep the cost as low as we can.
You can't be scrimping on your wedding, mate. It's supposed to be your big day.
And it will be. Oh, as big as me and Christine can afford. We never realised getting married would be so expensive.
So, what have you got planned for the reception, then?
Well, we're going to put a spread on back at the flat. Christine's got it all sorted. He's brilliant at all that stuff.
Sounds great.
Yeah, well, if you need a hand with anything, just give us a shout, eh?
Oh, well, actually, Jack, there is something.
Yeah?
Well, would you mind if Christian borrowed your car a bit later on, you know, to run me to the station?
Yeah, of course he can. It's sitting there doing nothing.
Oh, great. Save us forking out for a cab. See ya.
You thinking what I'm thinking? Sounds like this wedding could end up being the biggest non-event of the 90s.
Now, you promise you'll stay in touch?
Yes, of course I will.
You're the only real friend I've got round here. Oh, Belle. I'll see you later.
Take care.
Yeah. Oh, bye, Daniel.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, darling.
Hi.
Pleased to see me.
Yeah.
Thought I'd pop round and give you a surprise.
Does Dad know you're here?
Oh, goodness, Daniel, I don't need to ask your father's permission every time I want to see you. Want a drink?
Yes, please. I told you you're clearing up outside.
Cheers, Katie, I owe you one.
So I'd sort all them chippy papers if I was you, otherwise Jack will think you've been scarving.
Right, do us a favour, stick them in the office before Rachel sees them.
God, Christian's only going for the weekend.
Still gonna miss it, though, aren't I?
Rach, I've been thinking about what to give you and Christine for a wedding present.
Oh, I've got a list as long as my arm if you're interested.
Well, I wanted to give you something a bit special with us being mates.
Oh, there's no need to spend a fortune, Jack. We've made it with anything.
Someone's keeping well with the boss, eh?
Well, you won't be unless you tell your missus to keep an eye on these. Jackie will go mad if she sees that lot lying around.
Something else for to have a go, see. Cheers.
Well, I was wondering how you'd feel about letting me do the reception for you in there.
You are? It cost a fortune.
I'm afraid I can't run the champagne or caviar, but I'll do you a decent buffet, make it a bit special, eh?
Oh, Jack, I don't know what to say. Everyone's been dead nice.
Well, just give me a nod if the answer's yeah. Okay.
But I can't go to Formby with you, Mum.
Why not?
Because Dad says you've got to sort it out with him first.
Don't be silly, Daniel. I'm your mother, for heaven's sake. Can't possibly object to us spending the weekend together. Now, come on, hurry up and get your things.
Can't we wait till he gets home first?
No, we can't. Goodness knows what time we'll be back. Oh, look. Daniel, if it will make you feel any better, we can write him a note.
God, please, just can't we wait till he gets home?
You want to spend the weekend with me?
Of course I do. But I just don't think it's fair on Dad not to let him know what I'm doing.
But it's not fair on me that you're living here with your father. Come on, I need you too, you know.
Look, I just don't want to cause any more trouble.
Was your father angry with you for coming out with me the other night?
Not exactly.
Oh, I see. It was me he was angry with.
Damn right I was.
I thought you were in Manchester.
Obviously. You can't just turn up here when you feel like it and expect Dan and I just to drop everything and fit in with your plans.
I can see my own son whenever I like.
No. Whenever it's convenient, which is not the same thing. As far as I'm concerned, while he's living under this roof, he's my responsibility. So if you want to see him, you check with me first.
Now, Jacqueline, you sit yourself down here, and I'll see to the dinner.
I don't want to sit down, thanks. I was going to have a shower before me tea.
That might prove a little difficult, I'm afraid. I used the last of the hot water clearing out the washing basket.
I'll stick the immersion on, eh? Listen, I prefer to do my own washing if you don't
It's
mind.
no trouble, Jacqueline, I assure you. Now sit down, and I'll dish up. It's all ready.
Does it smell, Mr. Crosby?
Chicken curry, special recipe I picked up in India on my travels. Very delicious, even if I say so myself.
See, does have his uses. Yeah, well, he can do the washing up and all if he's that keen.
Now, Jacqueline, I've cut the meat up into very small pieces, so you should manage quite nicely with a fork, and there's plenty more if you're hungry.
Looks lovely, Mr. Crosby. Yeah, great.
Well, you see, the secret is in the preparation of the spices. Now, what have we here, I wonder?
Bowls, you can turn it off for me.
Brown green bowling. You know, Jean and I used to play that a little years ago. It's a wonderful game. Oh, he's played that beautifully. Look at that. Used the bias, trickled it round to the right of the jack. That's the little yellow ball. His opponent's going to have to go some to beat that, I'll tell you. If we're lucky, we might get some golf in later.
You have absolutely no right to tell me when I can and can't see my own son.
Belle, I'm warning you. Daniel is going nowhere this weekend without my say-so.
He is coming to Formby with me, whether you like it or not.
What do you think you're doing with those?
What does it look like?
These were an anniversary present from my parents.
And how many hundreds of meals have you cooked in them?
Oh, for God's sake, we're not going down that route
Oh, go on,
again, are
Ollie.
we?
I'd really like to know, because I have spent years cooking for this family.
Oh, really? And I suppose I haven't done my
While
share.
you fiddle around with your boring books and your stupid little bookshop.
While you were out there seducing the first young lad you came across.
You really know how to hit below the belt, don't you?
Well, here's another blow for you. Nothing is leaving this house tonight, and that includes my son.
Well, this photograph's anything to go by. Bewley's Oriental Cafe is well worth a visit. Enjoy a meal in the sumptuous 1930s gilded splendor of this famous eatery.
Yeah, well, me and Katie prefer McDonald's, thanks.
I never knew that the Book of Kells was housed in Dublin's Trinity College. It's a very interesting magazine, this, you know.
Yeah, well, me and Jackie always read the problem pages first.
Really? With all these wonderful articles?
Yeah, I don't know. That's enough. Must being able to read.
Well, I could read some of the letters out to you if you like.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Crosby.
Let's see, where are we? Agony column. Yes. This one is called Love Hurts, and it's from someone called Claire B. My boyfriend and I have had a loving relationship for the last 6 months. But for the past few weeks, we have been unable to enjoy full penetrative and... throat's gone a bit dry. Must be all this reading. I'll just put the kettle on.
Oh, Jackie, that was dead cruel.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to play Daisy. Unless you want to put up them giving us a running commentary on the telly and reading us bedtime stories.
No way.
Then we're going to have to get it sorted, Casey. Either he goes or we do.
I thought you'd been made up. Jackie, you're going to do the reception for us.
Of course, I just wish you'd had a word with me first, that's all.
But it'll save us loads, Chris. And it means you won't be stuck with them to do all that work.
I just feel like I had it all planned and now someone's got to walk in and take over.
Oh, they're not, Chris, honest. And I'll make sure I have everything exactly how we want it.
How dare you put such care about my family?
Oh, yes, and you've done such a marvellous job on us all, haven't you?
Well, at least I tried.
With our son and daughter playing happy families.
Which is more than can be said for
You
you.
need some net-curtain suburban
Wishy-washy liberal
suburb.
crap.
Of course, none of this ever really bothered you at all,
Oh,
did
didn't
it?
it? Well, I didn't have much choice, did I?
You sure you want to go ahead with this wedding?
Just you try and stop me. We're not going to end up like that, are we?
He's coming with me if I have to carry him there.
Over my dead body.
Don't tempt me, Ollie. Hurry up, Dan.
You stay where you are, Dan.
Come on, Dan, hurry up and get your things.
Well done, Belle.
Me! This is all your fault. Come on, darling, open the door.
We were doing perfectly all right.
Leave me alone. Just leave me
Come on, Dan.
There's tension between friends next when Ross catches the gang in various states of undress.
Brookside.
Is that you, Dan? Where have you been? I've been worried. Hello, Belle.
Yes, Jacqueline, your father and I did have our differences of late, but I have to say I really did enjoy living with him and Michael.
Well, at least you won't have to put up with our Mike's cheesy feast anymore.
Yes, admittedly, his personal hygiene did leave something to be desired, but he's a good lad at heart.
Yeah, he just hides it really well.
Oh, Jacqueline, look, before I go, I must alert you to a potential danger. There's an overhanging branch beside the pathway. It must have been brought down by the wind. So do be extra vigilant, won't you? In the meantime, I'll ring the council, see if I can get them to come round and move it. It's a positive menace, a thing like that, to someone like yourself with, disabilities.
Yeah, don't worry, Mr. Crosby. I'll make sure she doesn't run into it.
Splendid.
Oh, I can't take much more of this. We're gonna have to move out, Casey. Why should we? I like living here, it's all right. Well, it was all right until he parked himself here again. But Bing's the one who should move out. We've got a contract, haven't we? Yeah, but contract or not, it is his house, and I can't see him shifting. Looks like he's here for the duration.
Suppose you think you know it all now, do you? Now you've done a bit of learning at the University of Life.
What?
Out in the wide blue yonder aboard the Moby. Bet that's what you're thinking too about what's what. It's gone, you know. That Dick Ronson fellow whizzed it and had it crushed. Finn's got that big. You all right?
I don't feel very well. Having a day off.
Well, why aren't you back at home then, nicely tucked up in your own bed with your mother fussing over you? Oh, I'm sorry, son. I forgot. She's not there at the moment, is she?
I think my mum and dad are going to get divorced.
Very sorry to hear that, Dan.
They never stop shouting at each other. Can't stand it anymore. My mum's meant to be coming round today, and I should be at home. Couldn't face any more argument.
Must be very hard for you. I bet you feel like you're in the middle of a war zone, eh? So you're going to be staying around here then, with your dad?
Well, my mum wants me to go and live in Formby with her. My dad wants us to stay here.
What a decision. So, what do you reckon you'll do?
I don't know. I want to live with both of them. Why should I have to choose?
Look at the state of these. She loved these, didn't she? She called them her tart shoes, eh? Do you remember when she used to go dancing in them? I don't know how she walked in them, let alone dance in them. I can't believe she kept all this stuff. Look here, your first school report.
Oh, go away. She didn't keep that old thing, did she?
Yeah. Cassandra is a bright enough child, though she does have rather too much to say for herself. Well, some things don't change.
I can't believe we're never going to see it again.
Where's Daddy's little dipper then, eh? Here, here.
Do you know, I can't believe how much I owe on the castle. Sue mounts up, doesn't it? You know, all the stuff for the baby and everything.
Oh, nothing's too good for my little pumpkin.
Here, pumpkin. Always one for you here.
I'll turn up. Here, you take him.
Nice.
No, yeah, go to your mum.
Come here. Do you know, we still haven't even paid for your cot yet, have we? And you know what? I think we should have put you in the bottom drawer like my mum did with me. And it never did me any harm, you know.
Things don't improve, you know. We'll still be paying for all this by the time he comes of age.
Look at that, love. Bet you didn't know you were married to the brain of Britain, did you? Hey, me MVQ certificates have come through.
Oh, good on you, love.
Oh, well done. I'm dead proud of you.
What's an MVQ?
National Vocational Qualifications.
Oh, where stays you? No flies on your dad, is the son? Hey?
What's that one? Life skills? What's that for?
You know, walking, talking, go in the bog.
What?
Only kidding. Those things like putting together a proper letter, you know, a CV, all the sort of stuff you need for life.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, she's asleep.
Oh, have you seen the price of these things? Outrageous. You want to get some of them Terry Talon ones?
I don't think so, love.
Yeah, you'll have to learn to cross your legs, lad.
Linz, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice one, Dad. Hey. Oh, isn't it great to be recognised for all your hard work, hey? Hey, you'll be a mastermind next. And don't leave them lying around. My mum will be using them as nappy liners.
Yeah. Do you know, we could frame those, put them pride of place in the lounge.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Ron Dixon this morning.
Oh, aye.
He wants me to sing at this charity do at the Legion on Friday.
Oh, well, that's great. I hope he said you would.
Nah, I don't fancy it.
Lindsay, don't go hiding your lice under a bushel, love. Get up there and have another go. You were great last time.
Get your glad rags out of the mothballs and get up there and do your bit. What's stopping you, girl?
I just don't think it's me.
Why shouldn't you do something different, love? Just go out and show them what you can do. And I'll tell you something else and all. Don't you go pretending to be that Cher one this time. Just forget all that. You be yourself.
Be myself? You're joking, aren't you? That's even scarier.
Hey, don't talk soft, girl. You get out there, get your head held up high and show them what you're made of.
Do you ever think that if she could have got through that last bad patch, she might have got better? I mean, maybe if we could have got her some more help.
Oh, Cassie, what's the point in thinking what might have been? We can't change anything now.
I suppose so.
Daniel, where have you been?
We've been worried sick about you.
Are you back to stay?
No, darling, I'm not.
All right.
We've discussed this already, haven't we?
Where have you been? You shouldn't just have gone out there without telling me.
Just out.
Dan, you know what we were talking about on Friday?
Which bit?
Well, about you coming to live with me in Formby. Well, I found a great little flat. It's right near our old house, near all your friends.
You mustn't feel like you're being pushed into anything. You have a choice here.
You'd soon get into the swing of things. I saw Mr. Jameson. He said you'd be welcome at the cricket club any time. Now, you used to love spending time down there, didn't you?
Well, I've got used to living here now.
Well, if you feel happier here, then you must say.
Stop putting words into his mouth. Look, darling, we just want you to be happy.
Look, I know it isn't easy, but you must do whatever you think is best for you. And we'll both respect your decision, won't we?
Yes, of course we will.
Why should I have to choose? I just want you to be together, not fighting over me.
I'd just like to offer you a warm welcome, and I'm sure once you've got the hang of the work, you'll be an enormous credit to the garage.
Oh, thanks.
Actually, before we start, there is one little matter I'd like your help on. It's not strictly work, I have to admit, but I am desperately in need of a woman's touch. You see, I've moved back into my bungalow with young Jacqueline and Katie, and I've decided to redecorate. I want to bring a breath of fresh air into the place, make it really nice for them. So I'd like to know, what do you think of that for a wallpaper?
I'm not sure. Why don't you go for something a bit more modern? You know, something bright and cheerful, like the colours at the Bar Brookie.
Good God, now I'd have a permanent migraine. Now, I think that is really warm and welcoming. I want the girls to feel really at home in the bungalow.
I wish I had a landlord like you.
Well, it's not pure altruism, I have to admit. Between you and me, Cassie, the more appealing I make the place, the less likely they are to leave.
Don't you like living on your own, then? I love it.
No, not for me. Now I've got used to having people around, I really wouldn't want to go home to an empty house. Ah, now what about that? You see, there you can get the matching cushions and curtains and things. I think Jacqueline and Katie would really go for that sort of thing, don't you?
I don't want any frills or flounces, just dead plain, and get rid of every trace of that Georgia Simpson. It's a bit in your face. Yeah, but we could soon get that knocked into shape. Oh, go on, Casey, let's move in. I mean, why live with Bing when we can have a place like this all to ourselves?
Oh, I've got to admit, I am tempted. Oh, poor old Bing, though, he'd be dead disappointed, wouldn't he? I don't fancy being the one to tell him.
No problem, I'll do it. At least I wouldn't have to see the look on his face.
Hello? Hi, Rach.
Oh, thank God it's you. I thought someone had broken in again then.
No, we're just making arrangements for our new pad, aren't we, Katie?
Are you moving in here?
Looks like it, yeah.
So how'd you get on in Bristol?
Oh, me and my mum had a great time. Hey, she's a right Jess Tatter now, you know. She's off to Australia tomorrow.
Is she going on holiday?
No, it's some conference Women's Refuge involved in. They wanted to go over there and give a talk about her experiences. You know, what happened with my dad and that.
Oh, well, good on her.
Well, she's not going to miss the wedding, though, is she?
Nah, she'll be well back by then. She won't want to miss my big day, would she? Oh, I should have seen her this weekend. Fussing and faffing about over my dress. She was driving me mad.
Hey, you're dead lucky having a mum who can sew properly. God help me if I ever tied the knot. My mum's dead cack-handed. She'd probably end up sellotaping the dress together.
So besides what you're having?
Oh, better than that. I've got the dress here.
Oh, brilliant. Let's have a look.
No, you can wait and see. Be a nice surprise for you then, won't it? Go on. I don't mind showing you the fabric, though.
Oh, Rach, it's gorgeous.
So come on, put me out of my misery. What's it like? Mustard-coloured paisley, day-glow pink and yellow stripes, what?
Sorry, Jack. Sort of a creamy colour.
I'd say it was more of an off-white Virgin and off-the-rail sort of look.
Thank you. Right, well, I better go and make myself look presentable. Better go meet my fiancé. Don't want him going off me at the last minute.
See ya. I can't stand this. What? Well, I won't even be able to see one of my best friends walk down the aisle. One of the biggest days in her life, and I won't be able to see a thing. But you're going to be there for her, though, aren't you? That's the most important thing. Oh, come on, Jack. It won't be like this forever. You're going to get better, I know you will.
You all right?
Yeah, on top of the world.
Look, I'm sorry for all this. I really am. We didn't mean to put all this pressure on you. But whatever happens between your father and I, the most important thing to both of us is your happiness.
I was happy before, when we were all together.
Yeah. But things have changed, sweetheart. This is really painful for all of us, but your father and I have been married for 25 years. You don't give up something like that without a fight. We've really, really tried. But in the end, we just have to face the facts, no matter how hard it is, how much it hurts all of us. We have to admit, it just won't work.
Don't you and Dad love each other anymore?
No, I don't think we do. But we both still love you. And I know how difficult this must be for you, but when parents separate, children usually stay with their mother. What about children at school when their parents divorce?
Yeah, they all live with their mums.
Because that's usually for the best. Children are usually happier with their mother because their mum is their best friend. Well, why don't you come with me, have a look at your new bedroom? It's a big room, there's plenty of space for your computer.
I don't know, I'm supposed to be at school tomorrow.
Well, that doesn't matter. You'll be starting at your new school next term. Come on, get your things together. We'll come back for the rest of them later in the week.
I'm not sure, Mum. What if I stay the rest of the week here and I come to Formby at the weekend? See my new room then?
No, Dan, that's just not going to work. Believe me, the longer you leave it, the harder it's going to be. Come on, I'll go and tell your Dad that we're leaving today. Clean break's best for all of us.
God, I've missed you.
Oh, I've missed you too.
Hey, I've got a surprise for you.
Have you? What is it? Wedding dresses for hire? Well, what have you got this for?
Because I've got you one.
Oh, Christian, you haven't.
Yeah, well, I know we're skint, I know we're trying to do things on the cheap, but I know how important it is for you to feel really special on your big day. So, I've added a big posh dress. What's the matter? Oh, you're not annoyed because it's only rented, are you?
No, of course not. It's nothing to do with that.
A dress like that, it costs thousands, Rachel. I couldn't buy one like that.
Listen, it's really sweet what you've done for me. But don't you remember? I mentioned my mum might be making me dress.
Yeah, well, there's no need now, is there? Because I've got you something special here. Something I picked myself. Oh, I just know you're going to look lovely in it.
What's that, Casey? What's going on? It's just a gang of stupid kids. Oh, what are they doing? Just messing around, chucking chips in there. Oh, we get Christian to shift them. We can't have them hanging around the front all the time, putting punters off.
Well, Mick's here. Why doesn't you ask him? He's bigger.
All right. Hey, Mick, have you got a minute?
Hello, Jack.
We've got a bit of a problem. There's loads of scallies hanging around outside, dropping the chip wrappers and that. Do you mind having a quick word with them? They'd probably take a bit more notice of you.
Yeah, sure.
Cheers. Look, I know it's a bit of a pain, but could you keep an eye on the situation? I don't want them getting used to eating the chips in style at our tables.
Don't worry, I'm right on it.
God, this is so frustrating. Honest, Casey, you've got no idea. I mean, if you'd ever known me to have to get someone to fight me battles for me.
I bet you there'll be no time at all before you're giving them kids down the banks. Don't know what's hit them.
Right, you can take this out to the car now. I'm almost ready. Look, your Dad will come out and say goodbye to you in a moment.
what you wanted, then?
It's for the best. You'd see that if you forget your pride for one moment.
I don't think so, Belle.
Well, I do. Look, there's one or two things we need to sort out before I go.
Oh?
And I hope you're not going to be difficult about this, but we need to discuss money.
Oh, don't tell me. You're going to take me for all I'm worth.
The car's all packed up now, Mum.
Right, just check you've got everything. I'll be out in a moment.
Afternoon, Mick.
All right, Bing.
Taking it easy, are we?
Just on a break at the moment. Nice to get out of the kitchen for a change. It's boiling in there. So, how's Cassie getting on? I believe it's her first date today, isn't it?
Yes, it is. She's made a sterling start. I'm sure she's going to turn out to be one of my most valuable members of staff.
I know Elaine was a bit concerned for her. You know, starting a job so soon after her mum's death.
Ah, well, don't worry about that. I know it's a difficult time for her. I'll keep a close eye. Make sure she's not too pressured.
Nice one, Bing.
I have to say, I was enormously impressed about the way you all rallied around. It must have been a huge comfort to Gladys to know that she spent her final days among a family who really loved and cared for her.
Well, we did our best for her, like. Well, you do, don't you? Well, it's family.
Yes, I have to admit I'm very envious of people who have their families around them. I feel quite alone at times. What with Patricia being thousands of miles away and Jean in the arms of another, so to speak.
Where's the boss? I better get back to the kitchen.
Oh, yes, yes. Right.
All right.
Oh, Jacqueline, Katie, have you got a minute to spare? I'm sure you'll be delighted to know that I've made excellent progress on the redecoration front.
Well, actually, we wanted to talk to you about that.
Oh, you've got a few ideas of your own, have you? Good, good. Well, you fire away. I'm always open to suggestions.
Well, we were just going to say, don't go doing loads of work on the bungalow on our account. But it's just that we weren't really planning on staying that long, were we, Jack?
Well, I don't expect you to stay there forever myself, but I think it's well worth making the effort to spruce the place up in the meantime, don't you?
Well, actually, we've decided to move into one of the flats.
You don't have to do that. I'm sure we can all muddle along together.
Oh, honestly, Mr. Crosby, it's dead kind of you and that, but we want our own place. We want to be able to do our own thing.
Well, look, I can stay out of your way, I promise. I could devise a roster which would guarantee that you have the place to yourselves on a regular basis.
Oh, look, we're not being funny or anything, but we do need our own space. Yeah, that's the main reason for moving out, really. And anyway, let's face it, you'll probably be glad to see the back of us. You shall have your home to yourself again.
Yes, of course. That's what you've decided.
Yeah, we have, Mr. Crosby. And I'm sure it'll be for the best. Yeah. I'll see ya. Yeah, see ya.
Right, ta-ra.
Who was that on the phone?
My mum.
About the wedding?
Yeah, you could say that.
What's wrong?
She's not coming to the wedding, Rachel.
Oh, why not? She's not ill or anything, is she?
She just can't make it. She's got other plans.
Oh, can't she cancel them?
She said the invites were sent out too late.
It's not every day your only son gets married, though, is it?
She's going away abroad somewhere. She's annoyed at me because I never give her any more notice.
I suppose we have rushed things a bit.
I just wanted her to see us together on our big day. You looking lovely in the dress I've sorted for you. I just wanted everything to be perfect.
Maybe we can meet up after the wedding. Show her the photos.
Won't be the same though, will it? Most important day in my life, and my mum won't be there to see it.
You're taking my son away from me. You can't expect me to give up my home as well.
It's not just yours. I put as much into this house as you have. I just want what I'm entitled to.
Belle, we paid £42,000 for this place. Once we've paid off what we owe on the mortgage, there'll hardly be anything left. We'll come out with a couple of thousand each. Are you telling me you'd make me homeless for that piddling amount?
I think it's best to tie up all loose ends.
What else would you like? The shirt off my back?
Oh, grow up. Anyway, the other thing that we need to discuss is the pension and the insurance policy. I mean, you will need to cash those in early.
What's the point of that?
The financial penalties are horrendous. We'll lose thousands.
Well, I'm certainly not waiting 10 years for my share. Anything could happen between now and then. I'd rather take a chance and get what I can now.
Just stop it, will you? Just hold on for 1 minute. What about what I want? What I'm entitled to? I'll do whatever I have to for Dan, but I will not throw away my home and my future to satisfy your greed.
Greed? This isn't about greed. All I want is 50-50. And I don't want us to argue in front of Dan anymore. Now, I'm going to contact my solicitor, and I suggest you do the same. I was hoping we could end this in a civilised manner. Maybe that will make you see sense.
I'll just say goodbye to Dan.
No, leave it.
What?
Look, he's been through enough as it is. Can't you see that? Just give us some space. I'll get him to ring you tomorrow.
The Knives are out next on 4's True Stories reveals the backstabbing and bitchiness of a clash in the Australian suburbs. No holds are barred when rats are in the ranks.
Is 4.
He's having a little snooze. Hey, your daddy's taking your tatas later. Thought I'd get his name registered, love, what do you think?
Yeah, and don't forget, William James Corker.
That is a right mouthful, that, Jackie.
Jimmy, we've been through this. I said William, you said James. Corker was stuck with.
He's a unique little person. We should call him something different, something like, I don't know, Kiefer or Keanu. Hey, that's a good one, isn't it? Keanu Corker sounds good, that.
Yeah, I can just imagine it. Yeah, Keanu, get in here and get your dinner down, yeah?
Look, Jimmy, names like that, they're fine if you're a film star, but the kids round here, they'd make his life hell.
Not as much as if he was called William. Look, I'll compromise with you. Billy.
No, Jimmy.
Jackie.
Jimmy, just give the kid a name he'll be proud of, please.
Don't worry, my love. I will.
Jacqueline, stay exactly where you are. Don't take another step.
Why, what's up?
This branch I warned you about, you were just going to walk straight into it.
A branch? Oh, for God's sake, Ben, you didn't frighten the life
That
out of me.
could have been
then.
very nasty.
Oh, it could have taken your eye out or anything.
Julia, oh, don't tell me you're following me and all.
Hey, what you take me for? I'm a busy career woman just like you. I'm on my way to the farmhands, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry, I just got a bit of a fright.
This really
that's
isn't good
all.
enough, you know. I'm going to have to get on to the council again. You do realise, don't you, that when you move into this flat of yours, you won't have me there to look out for you. Are you sure you're going to be able to manage?
Bing, I'm not planning on being like this for the rest of my life, you know.
I just don't understand how she can divorce me. What grounds does she have?
She's citing unreasonable behaviour, apparently.
She's the one who's behaving unreasonably.
You're going to have to brace yourself, Ollie. She's also served you with a statement of arrangement.
Arrangements for what?
Well, it's a document which outlines the arrangements she's made for your son, where he'll live, which school he'll attend.
Hang on. Who said that he'd be living with her?
Well, it's not written in stone. It's only a proposal. We can contest it if you like. But as I'm sure you're aware, the courts will usually go with what the child wants. So at the end of the day, it'll be down to Daniel.
I see.
It's not as bad as it sounds. Your wife has made provision for contact on the form. It says here Daniel can stay with you 2 weekends out of each month.
2 weekends? What, and I'm supposed to be grateful for that? Is she trying to alienate me from my son?
I know it's difficult. We can try and get more contact if that's what you want.
I just want what's best for Dan. And to be totally honest with you, I'm not sure it's in his best interest that he live with his mother. The woman's unstable. I don't think that I can trust her to take care of him properly.
Oh, my heart goes out to her. Poor girl.
I know, it's tragic, Julia, but with the wonderful things they're doing in eye surgery these days, there's always hope.
What? Do you mean they could give her an eye transplant?
Well, I suppose, technically speaking, yes, that's what they'll do. They'll simply replace the damaged corneas with new ones.
New ones? Where from?
Well, you know, people who don't need them anymore.
You mean dead people? Oh, God bless us and save us. Jackie Dixon's going to be walking round with dead men's eyes in her head. She could do with getting one of them nice blind dogs. We could start collecting bottle tops for her.
Hopefully, Julia, it won't come to that.
No. Oh, Dolly Sparrow's cousin Mabel had a guide dog, you know. We led her a merry dance, it did. He parked outside the butcher's for an hour, and there she was, standing there, thinking she was at the bus stop waiting for the number 27. Oh, there's Jimmy Corker's new baby. Let's go and have a little look, eh? Yui! Oh, let's have a look at your little pudding, then.
You are?
Oh, isn't he lovely? Oh, look at his little arms.
Yes, it's a fine little fellow, very sturdy.
Oh, what's his name, then? Have you decided?
Yep, just been to register him. It's, Calvin.
Calvin? Where'd you get that from?
That's unusual. Am I right in thinking that's an American name?
Don't know. Just came to me, you know.
Do you know, I've heard that somewhere. I've seen it. Can I have a little cuddle, then?
Well, I don't mind, but I think Jackie would get upset.
Always ready with a smart remark, aren't you, Jimmy Corkill? I thought having a new little baby might make you turn over a new leaf.
Yeah, well, don't hold your breath.
Well, he's a very healthy-looking little baby. Yeah, fighting fit.
Oh, your Auntie Julia's got a little something in her bag for you, you know.
Well, if it's not an Amsani, he's not interested. He's starving. Better get him inside for the scram. See you later.
Charming. And there's me sitting up half the night knitting a matinee jacket. And not a by your leave or nothing from him.
She's forcing me into a corner. I feel as if I have no choice but to fight back.
I know it must be painful. A divorce is never easy.
I'm just disappointed that it's come to this. Over the years, we've watched other people's marriages end badly, and we've always said that if ever we decided to go our separate ways, then we'd never resort to being petty or vindictive. And now look at us. We can't even exchange a civil word. And now she thinks she can decide about Dan's future without even consulting me. I want to be his father, not just some stranger he sees once a fortnight.
Listen, Ollie, I know this is difficult, but you have to try and separate what you want from what's best for your son.
It's him I'm thinking of. If Belle gets her way, I'll have to sell the house, end up in some grotty bedsit somewhere. I can picture it now, me and Dan joining all the other sad divorced dads with their kids, killing time in the park or in some fast food dive. Anyway, I really don't think that Belle can manage on a practical level. This new job of hers will take her all over Europe. What will happen to Dan then?
That's a very good point. I'll look into it for you.
The more I think about it, the more worried I get. I really don't think Belle can cope on her own.
So you definitely want to fight for him to live with you? Well, I can promise you it will be a fight.
I'll do whatever it takes to get my son home, where he belongs.
Do you know it's going to cost us 20 quid for someone to take care of the baby every time I go to work?
It's going to cost how much?
More than we can afford, I'll tell you that for nothing.
Well, that's daft, that. I mean, how can you not be able to afford to go back to work?
Childminder charges £2.50 an hour. I get paid 3 quid an hour. But by the time I've paid it off, I'll come out of an 8-hour shift with 4 quid in my pockets, and that's before tax or anything. It's not worth it, Jimmy.
Oh, well, that's it, isn't it? I'll have to look for something else. Another part-time job. Here, take me lad out.
What's this? Hello.
Oh, come in, Julia.
Hiya, love. How are you?
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, that's a good sign.
What?
You sitting down? Oh, I was a martyr to my stitches. I wouldn't venture outside the door without my rubber ring.
No, everything's fine in that department, thanks.
Oh, well, I'll give you this then, seeing as your husband didn't even have the common courtesy to accept a gift. It's just a little something I knitted for your Calvin.
Calvin? Where did you get that from? His name's William.
Well, that's not what he told me. Are you taking the rise out of me again?
Some people would believe anything, wouldn't they, love?
Jimmy.
What?
Tell you what, mate, what's going on?
Nothing, love, honest.
Show me the birth certificate. Now. Calvin William James Corkhill. I don't believe you, Jimmy. Where did you get a name like that from?
Oh, I know where I saw it now. It was on the side of a bus.
Oh, don't talk soft, you.
I beg your pardon, but I did. I can remember it as clear as day. Well, I would, wouldn't I? Under the circumstances.
On the side of a bus.
It was a great big picture of some fella showing his meat and true veg.
You what?
It's some top American designer fella, isn't it, eh? I thought it sounded stylish.
What's style got to do with it? He looked like he had £5 a King Edward shoved down there.
I don't believe you, Jimmy. You've named our son after a pair of underpants.
Yeah, go round to the chippy. Give Elaine a break. She's for the wicked, eh?
Be worth it when you're rolling in cash, though, won't it?
You're not knocking off, are you, Mick?
Well, my shift's over and I've got stuff to do.
Well, it's just them kids have been hanging about outside again. There's cans and chip papers all over the place.
I'm sorry, Jackie. I've been trying to keep an eye on it, but you know what it's like. I've been dead busy in the kitchen.
Well, I know it's a bit of a pain, but could you sort it out before you go? It'll only take a minute.
All right.
Oh, thanks for all your help with this.
It's all right. Keeps me off the streets.
Hi, Jack. Any chance of a quick word? In private.
I'll go play with the traffic, shall I?
How's your eyes?
Oh, better every day.
Great, great. Don't half keep yourself busy in here, don't you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Don't suppose you're looking to take on any extra staff, are you?
You're asking me for the job.
Well, just making preliminary inquiries, you know.
You really think I'd employ you?
Well, why not? I've got loads of experience, you know. I used to run this place single-handed.
Oh, it'd be ideal for you, wouldn't it? Having a boss who can't see properly. You'd be able to rob me blind, wouldn't you?
I'll take that as a no, then, shall I?
What do you think? Don't even think about it, Corkhill. I might be blind, but I'm not stupid.
What did you want?
A job, can you believe it? The cheeky guess.
When does he start?
Oh, very funny. Rach, have you got a minute? I wanted to talk about the catering for your wedding, find out how many are coming and all that.
If there is one, Christian's gonna go mad when he finds out my mum's already made me dress.
Haven't you told him?
I haven't the heart. If I told him my mum had made me dress, he'd be heartbroken. I'll just have to go along with him, wear the dress he got me.
You're joking, aren't you? Well, it's your wedding and all, you know. Don't you get a say in it?
Of course I do. I just don't want to chuck everything back in his face, do I?
But what about your mum? She made that dress specially. It's her present to you, isn't it?
I can't please everyone, though, can I? And it is Christian I'm marrying.
If you don't put your foot down now, you'll have him thinking he can walk all over you.
Yeah, OK, I'll talk to him. God, it's murder, this. Whatever I do, I'll end up hurting someone's feelings.
What was that? Oh, don't tell me them kids are back. It was like you. Casey, do us a favour and give Mick a shout. He's next door. I need to get this sorted.
Of course, the baby. Oh, well, it's a little Bobby Dazzler, whatever its name is. But if them cork hills don't get themselves sorted out soon, it'll end up putting like its dad. Poor little cherub. Ooh, doesn't stand a chance with a father like that.
Just Jimmy. But Jackie went berserk, didn't she?
Oh, my heart was in my mouth. I thought she'd burst a blood vessel. You know, we're in air condition. So soon after being a new mum, like.
I'm glad I don't have to go back there tonight.
Hey, I promise, I.
Yeah, and I promise I'll get a decent kip.
Oh, hasn't it made you all broody, like, having a new little baby around the house?
You're joking, aren't you, Julia? A new baby's the best contraceptive I can think of.
All right, Katie.
Oh, hello.
Food not good enough for you next door, then? Come in here for some decent scran.
Jackie asked me to come and get you. She wants you to move them kids on again.
What again? I told them 5 minutes ago. Are they back already?
Well, can't someone else do it?
Why should you when she's got me at a beck and call? I tell her I could swing for a girl sometimes.
Oh, hey, think of the papers, Mick. It wouldn't look good, a big fella like you flattening someone disabled.
Look as if you've got the worries of the world on your shoulders.
Yeah. Feels like that. I found out today that Belle's divorcing me. Unreasonable behavior, apparently. And she wants custody of Dan, and she wants me to sell the house. The whole thing's just one big, awful mess.
Look, why don't we go over the road, have a drink?
Well, I've never been one to drown my sorrows, but I guess it's not too late to start. I'll see you over there.
Come on, Colin. Come on, Ned. Come on, get home, you.
You want to move me?
Yeah, I do. Come on.
Try and make me then.
Just move it, will ya? Get on, you cheeky getter. I'll go and tell Bing what you're doing up here.
What I do in my own time is up to me. Bing doesn't own me, you know.
You cocky little son. So you and your heads banging together. If I see you around again, you've had it. Do you hear me?
Get back to your chippy, you two.
You cheek.
What's going on?
Nothing.
No, not much.
If I've told him once, I've told him a dozen times. He shouldn't be hanging around here.
I'm sorry. I just needed a bit of a sit-down after my shift at the garage.
Oh, you poor thing.
And he leaves his chip papers all over the place.
You mucky pup. I'm always cleaning up after him at home. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Anyway, Mum, I'm getting off.
Hang on. Here, take this. Why don't you go and see that film you've been talking about? Take one of your mates with you.
Sam, Mum. Bye. Sit down.
Oh, hang on, here's a visa. We'll see you later, Mick.
Yeah, see you later.
Mick, I'm sure you're as sick of all this as I am, but you're gonna have to get your act together.
All right, Jackie, I'm doing my best.
Then you just have to do better, won't you? If the bar's a tip, it'll put customers off.
Hey, I can't keep an eye on this place 24 hours a day, you know.
People don't want gangs of kids hanging around, and they don't want the smell of chip fat wafting in their faces.
Behave yourself, Jackie. I can't do nothing about the smell. It's a chippy, for God's sake. What do you expect?
Well, I expect you to keep it contained. We've even had complaints in the salon. I mean, people go in there to feel pampered, not to come out stinking like a chippy.
It's too late to be whinging about that now. You know what we had planned ages ago. What do you want me to do about it now?
Yeah, well, that's your problem, isn't it? Not mine.
Rock-a-bye Calvin on the treetop.
It's William, I've told you. You can get down to that registry place again and make it legal first thing tomorrow. Hey, cloth ears.
He looks like a Calvin. Anyone can see that.
Why didn't you sort it out, the savvy?
Because I was busy, that's why.
Why? Busy contemplating your navel.
Now, if you must know, I called down at Bar Brookie and asked Al Smile a while for a job.
Oh, Jackie Dixon, you never.
Shouldn't have wasted my breath. Might have known that one wouldn't give me the time of day.
You didn't honestly think she'd take you on, did you?
Love, like you were saying before, beggars can't be choosers.
Actually, I've had a bit of an idea myself.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, you know, I mean, I need to be at home for the baby, so why don't I mind other people's kids as well?
You are? You are joking, aren't you? You don't want to be running round after a load of kids. Behave yourself. At your age.
Oh, thanks very much, Jimmy. I haven't got my name down for a Zimmer frame yet.
You know what I mean, love. Look, I am not having it. No way. All right?
Anyway, I thought it was bad luck for the groom to see the bride's wedding dress before the big day.
That's just some old superstition, though, isn't it?
I know, but it's a decent enough excuse to tell Christian.
It's not that. I just don't want to lie to him. What's this dress like, anyway? I wouldn't trust a bloke to choose any of my clothes, let alone my wedding dress.
It's lovely, actually. He's got good taste. Well, he must have, mustn't he? He's marrying me.
Listen to Miss Modesty here.
Oh, you can't let your mum down. She'll have put hours of work into making that dress. I bet it's her pride and joy.
Yeah, I know.
Well, why don't you go down the hire shop and see if they let you spend the deposit on something else, like a headdress or something?
Hello, ladies.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Mr. Dixon. What can I get you?
Nothing tall. Love, I've just come in to stick these leaflets up. It's charity night down the Legion.
Oh, you're wasting your time, Dad. Well, the sort of people who come in here wouldn't be seen dead down the Legion.
You listen to her. You don't begrudge me a little bit of wall space, do you?
Well, go on then, seeing as you're desperate.
So kind.
Oh, don't put them on any of me walls. You've ruined me paintwork. Stick them on the back of the toilet doors, all right?
It all just seems to be slipping away from me. Looks like Belle's going in for the kill. I just don't know how it happened, Max. One minute we're just a normal, run-of-the-mill married couple. The next, we can't stand the sight of each other.
It's awful, isn't it? Strange how quickly things change.
A year ago, we were happy. Well, reasonably. And now look at us. First there was Nat and Georgia, and now she's taken my son away. You've got no idea how much I'll miss it, Max.
You've got rights as well. Surely you can hold on to your own house.
I don't know. The odds aren't stacked in men's favor anymore, are they? You can't be sure of anything.
Now then.
Go away, you potherb. You're gonna give me a heart attack then.
Well, I'll have to try a bit harder next time, won't I? See if we can do the job properly.
Well, you hard-faced little get.
Hey, you. I heard that.
Yeah, well, he started it. It's his fault.
Not you, soft lad. Tim. I thought you were going on the pictures.
I did, but I do still live here, don't I? Unless you want me to go and sleep out in the shed, so you can have your way with your fancy man.
Don't be daft. Look, why don't you have an early night, son? You've got work in the morning.
As long as you two don't keep me awake. The walls are dead thin in this house. Last time he stayed, all I could hear was him snoring like a hog.
As long as that was all he could hear.
Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about.
Oh, God, we can't do any... You know, we can't do nothing in there with him with his ear to the wall.
I think I'd rather not.
I'll sleep on the couch, eh? I mean, that way we'll both get a bit of peace, won't we?
I'll go and get you a blanket.
Okay. The age of us, we're being terrorised by a bit of a kid like him.
Thanks, love.
Should we go up? He's dropping off, isn't he? We should get a bit of sleep while we can.
Looks so innocent, doesn't he? Look at his little face.
I know, he's gorgeous. And I don't care what you say. I still think he suits William.
You know what he'll get called, don't you? Hey? Willie.
You're just being daft now.
No, love, I'm not being daft. Calvin says so much more about the sort of person he's going to be. Stylish, confident, man of the world.
Jimmy, love, he'll just get teased at school, won't he? I thought you wanted to give him a good start. A name like that's nothing but a handicap round here.
Well, he won't always be stuck around here, will he? I mean, I see him going out into the world, doing something that matters, making a difference, like... Who am I kidding? It's all a dream, isn't it? Poor lad will probably end up getting nowhere with a dad like me.
Hey, don't be saying stuff like that.
Well, it's true, isn't it? I mean, I thought this time we were going to do it different. We were going to do everything properly. Give him a good start in life. But nothing's really changed, has it? I'm still skint.
Oh, come on, love. What's brought us all this on? We're doing our best.
Doesn't amount to much, though, does it, Jackie? Hey? Same old ducking and diving. Making a few bob here and there, keeping our fingers crossed and hoping for the best. Yeah, well, I'm sick of it, love. I'm sick of it. I've had enough.
Jim, I know it's not easy, but we'll manage. We always do.
Yeah. We'll scrape by somehow, as usual. But it's not wrong to want more, is it?
No.
Well, this is it for people like us, isn't it? This is our lot.
Yeah. That's why we've got to get on with it. Make the best of what we've got.
Yeah, but Jackie, I feel so useless. And it makes me scared for them. I'm scared that it'll turn out like our little Jimmy. Another soul with a wasted life.
Anthony Hopkins is a brilliant lawyer with a warped mind and a guilty conscience. The psychological thriller is next on 4.